everybody, Deeves here. So, I have a project I'm going to be working on very soon. Um, it is going to require me to be a bit more open about myself, about my psychology, quite frankly. Um, because what I have garnered about myself, I think, can help others. But I have to find a way, I have to find the strength, honestly, to be to be able to be vulnerable with that. So for now, I'm just going to post a short, just let the very few subscribers that I have know that I am working on something rather big. At least I think it's big. I hope it's big. It could be really cool, but anything could tank. I'm not infallible. I have no idea. But the one thing I will leave you with is this, and one thing I garnered a couple days ago. You can't build bridges with burning wood. You know what I mean? I mean, we all can burn bridges. It's real easy to do. We all of us know that, don't we? But it's really easy to build bridges, and it's really easy to burn bridges. But if the materials are already on fire when you go to build the bridge, that bridge ain't getting built. So we got to look at having these kind of difficult conversations and stuff openly. And we all have to find who we are deep down. That's what we have to do, all of us. I mean, I've been doing it for 30 years at this point, maybe longer than that. I mean, I don't really remember. I'm turning 45 this year. I maybe remember like 34 of that. But it's being vulnerable is what it is. It's being open about who you are, the good and the bad. And sometimes it's very hard to look deep down inside and find that darkness. But it's necessary. Because you have to be able to confront the darkness before you can find the light, you know? So I've been doing it, baby steps, because man, that's what you have to do. I mean, especially things don't change overnight, and especially with this kind of stuff, you try to, it's like pulling rabbits out of a hat, But these rabbits, that I'm talking about are like little teeny tiny rabbits, little minuscule rabbits. The other, if you want to do it all at once, it's like that big rabbit from the Twilight Zone movie. Remember, just big scary thing, like and it eats the guy. No one can handle that. I can't even handle that, and I'm so. But anyway, we have to be able to look inside ourselves. So you got to find that darkness. You got to find those dark things inside of you, and it's just little things. So pull out those little bits first, just a little bits. You have a source of negativity in the day. Think about that source of negativity. Like, why do you feel that way? Why don't I like this thing? Why don't I agree with this thing? It's just one thing, one small thing, and really think about it. And think about it honestly, and really be honest with yourself. And that is very hard to do. Very hard. It is very hard to be honest with ourselves because we're trying to protect ourselves at any given moment. Our psyches especially are trying to protect ourselves. And if your psyche is confronting something that you maybe don't necessarily understand, and that's not due to stupidity or due to being a dum-dum or anything like that. It's just, it's ignorance. It's not learning about it. And it's because sometimes you aren't shown it. And there's a lot of people that have gone through a lot of things that they found themselves walled off. We all have. Left, right, center, up, down, perpendicular, parallel, blah, 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 whatever other. If you want to throw in some more trigonometry or calculus or something, fine, go ahead. You can put it in the comments. But we have to be able to confront those things inside of us that are uncomfortable. And it's really hard to be open. Especially when you've been closed for a long time. I mean, you can go back on this account. There's like a little bit that's on there, you know. If find my social media accounts or whatever, you know, you go back in the past, like, yeah, there's all kinds of things, you know. But opinions change, and we see things more now. Everything I'm going to say in this is period is merely perception. That's all reality is, isn't it? Perception. That's what you see. And I'll show you what I see. And there's a lot. Because I do not claim to be normal by any means. I got a lot going on up here. A lot. Any given time. Okay? I don't get rest. I get sleep, but I don't get rest. It just doesn't stop. But, you know, there's a ton of people out there that are just like that. It just doesn't stop. It's hard to find that singular voice. It's hard to find that one thing that you need to think about, that you need to pull out and confront, but sometimes you got to do it, and it's difficult. And there are some people that have faced some extreme trauma that may not be able to confront a lot of this, and that is valid. And no one should think any differently or feel any differently or feel bad. You know, they can't confront some of these things because these things are difficult to confront, and not everyone has the fortitude to do it. And that's not a knock on anyone. Doesn't matter how strong you are, doesn't matter how weak you are, how smart you are, how dumb you are. No one's really dumb, honestly. We're all ignorant, yeah. But no, I don't really consider anyone dumb, not at this point. But I've had quite the change in my personality from who I was to who I am now. And it's a positive change, you know, and I've seen that. I've really seen that. It's been a positive change. And, you know, I haven't changed anything about myself. You know, I'm still the same weirdo freakazoid that I've always been. You know, I still have my hard opinions on things, and I still get agitated and blah, blah, blah. You know, I'll do. But I'm in more control of it because I've had a chance to think about it, and I've really gone down deep, deep, deep inside of myself and found that darkness and pulled that demon out and looked him right in the face and like, hey, I see you. That's all you have to do. Let it know you see it. Let it know you're there. Then you have the power over it. Because then you can go, hey, you can either work with me and we can help figure this out, or you can shut up and get out of my way. And that's what we have to tell that demon. And sometimes you gotta get through the ranks before you find the big dog, you know? But you gotta confront it. And there may be some people that this is like a 5-second exercise. Straight up, just like, think about it. Oh, yay. Yeah, tons of people like that. And there are tons more throughout the world that need to look very deep within. People like me. Because if we live in a singular society and a singular ideal and a singular ideology, everything's going to fall apart. It already is. So we need to, you know, as a species, come together. But before we can do that, we have to confront ourselves. And we have to figure out what is causing a lot of this. And find a way to fix it. And it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a long, bloody time. It really is. And it's going to be hard, you know? And you're going to fail. We're all going to fail. It comes with the territory, you know? We have to do it, you know? That's all it is. You got to do it. And I know most of us don't want to. I didn't want to. But I saw too much, and I was going down a path that I'd been down before. And I was going to go see a place that I had seen before that I really don't want to see again. So that was a catalyst. And then just everything built up, and I started paying attention, started really paying attention to what I was doing, what I was saying, and how I was going about things, how I was talking to people, especially how I was talking to people I don't agree with, you know? And I've noticed things over the years, just how we have a tendency sometimes, if we don't want to hear what someone has to say, we just talk over them, or we're on our phones, or, reading a book, knitting, a sock or something. But we're not really, paying attention. And so we're not listening. And then we just perpetuate those stereotypes more and more and more and more and more. We got to stop that. So I don't know how to go about it. I mean, I have ideas, of course. I mean, I've been on the journey myself, and I'm still on that journey. I'm going to be on that journey until I'm in the dirt. But that's been my philosophy for years now. I learn something new every day. That's where I get all my learning. You don't have to pour into books. You don't have to join a book club. You don't have to get 20 years of college. You just gotta pay attention. That's what reality is. It is perception. That's what it is. And if your perception is skewed one way, you're only going to see life one way. But if your vision is like that of a fly, now you don't want to be a fly. Ask Jeff Goldblum. But, look at the world that way. Really pay attention. And you'll learn things. All you got to do is open your mind. And there's some things that we are afraid of that we do not want to confront as a fear because it may seem embarrassing. A lot of us don't like things, not necessarily because we just don't like them, but because we're afraid of them. We're afraid of something because we don't understand it. It's not in our purview. There are many experiences that I don't have because I'm not that person. And I know I come from a privileged existence in several ways. But I have to be cognizant of that and realize that how I have it is not how other people have it. And some people have it far worse. So we need to look inside ourselves, and maybe then we'll get somewhere. I don't know. I'm literally just spitballing here at this point, and I guess it's the way I needed to do this because I've been open and been able to talk, but been going on for a while, so I should probably get off of this thing. But I think that things happen for a reason, okay? And this channel, what I've named it, Ask Steve's TV, I said the TV thing. I don't know necessarily what it means in YouTube terms, but no. But I'm always available to answer questions, and I'm not perfect, and I'm certainly not giving any kind of educated advice. Everything that I say is perception. It's how I perceive the world, and you can agree or not agree, but it's my perception. But at the same time, I'm not shoving that perception down your throat. You can accept my position or not, cool. We can still be friends. Well, maybe, if you can get past all this. But that's what I want to do with this channel. That's the direction. And if you look back at the channel, I'm kind of a weird guy, so I got a lot of things going on. I got a lot of things I might do. I haven't really decided yet. But the one pledge I will make right now, okay, because of especially with the way that I'm presenting myself and the way that we are talking at the moment, this channel I do not plan on monetizing. Period. Okay? Nothing. I have no agenda. I really want to help. because I know how much you helped me. I am far different than what I was, and I'm better for it. I'm falling apart. I can't even count how many disorders and everything else going on, and it is what it is, you know. But if what I say can help one person, cool, I've done my job. I was put on this planet for a reason, so perhaps this is it, I don't know. But, I don't want, not everything's going to be all like mopey and, I'm going to have some fun here occasionally, but it's chaos up here. So, like, don't expect any kind of like schedules or anything. You'll get what you get and you don't get upset, okay? So, that's yeah. I think, yeah, that's about all I got. I think. No, I'm not going to steal anybody's lines. But hey, I do want to say this. No matter who you are, no matter who you are, I think you're cool. So anyway, maybe next time will be a little more upbeat, fun, informative, scary. Because I can do that too. But anyway, until we meet again, bye!